Hey guys, Gazanfar here and welcome to this tutorial. I am going to show you how to create a website step by step. So this video is a little bit different from the tutorials that I have normally created in the past. And it is also different from other videos as well. So normally when you actually have to build a website, you normally have to buy softwares, you normally have to purchase your hosting and a domain name before you can actually start building. But in this video, I am going to show you how to start completely for free so you can build your website. You can practice, make sure it is 100% what you want, and then I will show you actually how to make it online so that anyone can actually view your website from all around the world. This tutorial is for absolute beginners. You don't actually need to know anything. There is no need of programming, or you don't need to have any experience. You can be 15 or 55, it doesn't really matter. This video is quite long, so you might need to be a little bit patient, but I really think it's worth it because I'll be going through all the steps you need to build a website worth of $3,000. I have also listed everything down in the description below so you can come back. This video is perfect for anyone who wants to actually build a website. I have ton of other videos available on the channel to help you. Before we get started, make sure you smash the subscribe button and make sure you hit the bell icon to get latest updates. If you have any questions, make sure to drop it down below in the comment section and I will normally get back to you within 24 hours. So without further ado, let's get started now. So the first thing that you want to do is to go to google.com and then in here search for local by flywheel. And once you will search for local by flywheel, choose this first website here and then click on download for free. So once you will click on download for free, choose the platform here. I'll choose Windows and then you will have to fill out these details and I'll quickly fill out these details, and once you will click on get it now, the download will automatically start downloading into your PC. I have already downloaded this into my computer, so I'll simply install this local by flywheel into my PC. So right here you can see that it is asking me to choose the installation. So from here I'll only choose only for me and then I'll click next, and then from here I can click on install button, and then we'll only have to wait until this get installed into our local machine. So right here you can see that it has already been installed into my computer. If I click on this finish button right here, the local by flywheel will automatically initialized into my PC. So right here you can see that it is initializing, and down here you can see we have the option to log into local. So if you will click on this login to local, it will open this browser right here, and then we can actually create an account here. So I'll click on continue with Google here. I'll choose my email address and then it will automatically pull all the information. So for now it is asking me that it cannot recognize this account because I don't have an account here, so we'll have to click on create a new account there, and then I can click on continue with Google. And now if I choose my email address right here, you will see that we have our account created. So I'll click on this login button right here, and now it is saying to open local to continue. So if now I click on open local, so now you can see here I have my image showing up here. That means that we are successfully logged into this local account. So from here what we can do is to simply click on this create a new site, and then we'll have these two options. I want to choose this create a new site and then click on continue. Type in your website name. For now I'm typing in my awesome website. So then click on this continue button. Then you have option to choose between the environment preferred or custom. Choose the preferred version, that is completely fine. Click on continue. Then these things are important right here. Then you have option to set up your WordPress. Here it is asking you to provide the username and password. These two fields are very important because you will use this username and this password in the future to log into your WordPress dashboard. So for now I'll type in a username here, and then I will type in a simple password here so that I can remember that password. After that, if you want, you can change this email address, but for now I'm not changing this email address, and then simply click on add site. Once you will click on add site, it will automatically start installing WordPress into our local machine. So we'll have to wait for a few minutes until it gets the WordPress installed. One important thing that I want to mention here is that whichever prompt you see while this installation, simply click on allow, and then you will have your successful WordPress installation into your local machine. So down here you can see that our website is successfully installed. The only thing that I want to do is to simply choose one click admin here, and then we'll have the option. I'll choose the admin that we have created. Now what we can do is to simply click on this WP admin here. Once you will click on this WP admin, you will notice that your WordPress dashboard will be logged into your browser, so that now we have our WordPress installed locally in our computer. We can actually start creating website. So right here you can see that we have already installed the WordPress and it's working. The next step would be to create some pages in WordPress so that we can actually fill out those pages and make them the web pages. So let's just begin by creating some of these pages. So in order to do the pages, go to these pages sections right here, and then get rid of these default pages from here. Click on this add new button. So for now I want to create 5 pages. The first page will be the home page, so I'll click on publish button here. The next page will be the services page, so I'll title this one as services and I'll hit publish here. And next page would be about page and I'll hit publish here. And the final page would be contact page right here. Now we have these 4 pages created. If I click on this all pages, you can see that we have these 4 pages created. We can actually change the theme of our website. So now if I just show you how our website is looking, so look at this. This is how our website is looking, but here you can see that the pages that we have created are already appearing here. But I want to change the theme of our website, so for that I'll go to this appearance and then this themes, and after that click on this add new button. The theme that I want to use is called Hello Elementor, so click on this install button and after that click on this activate button. So once you will do that, this theme will get activated. I'll get rid of all of these themes that are already installed here, so I'll just delete these themes from here. So now if I go to front end of our website and if I refresh this website, you can see that the appearance is totally changed. Now what I want to do is to go to this menus tab, and then in the menu name I'll type in main nav, and then I'll click on this create menu. Then I'll choose all of these 4 pages that we have created, and then I'll click on this add to menu button, and here you will see these pages will appear. Then hold and move these items anywhere you want. So I want to align them as home, services, about and contact. After that make sure you choose our display location as header and then click on save menu. Now if I go back to our website and if I refresh this website, you will see that this menu will appear right here. Now we have our menus created. The next step would be to create this required plugin. We will use Elementor page builder. So we'll go to this plugin sections right here, and then we'll click on this add new button here, and then we will search for Elementor right here. So you will see Elementor there. This is the page builder. So I'll click on this install now button right here, and I also want to install essential add-ons for Elementor. Right here you can see both of these plugins are installed. I'll go to this installed plugins options here, and you will notice both of these plugins. Just click on here and then click on this activate and click apply, and once you will do that, both of these plugins will get activated. You will see this option right here. Simply click next, 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 next and next, and click on no thanks. That is it for this one. And now if we go back to this plugin section, you will see that we have these 2 plugins appearing right here. Now the next step is to make our home page, this page, as the front page, because we need a blank page to create our website. So for that, what we'll do is to go to these settings and then readings, and then we'll click on this add a static page, and then we will choose home. And after that we'll click save changes. If I refresh this page again, now you will see that our home page is appearing right here. We can get rid of this title in a moment just now. The next thing that you want to do is to go to this permalink section and make sure you choose post name as the permalink, and then click on save changes. After that we can actually begin by creating these pages. So I'll go to this pages sections right here, and then I'll click on this edit button. And after that, in this template option, choose Elementor full width, hit update, and then click on edit with Elementor. So once you will do that, Elementor page builder will get loaded just like this. So now we have this blank area here that we can use to create our web page. So in order to create our web page, click on this small plus icon to add the sections. So for the very first section, I want to use 2 columns. So I'll use 2 columns, and then once you will have these 2 sections added, click on these 6 dots and then go to this advanced tab, and then make sure you choose the percentage symbol here. And on the top, for now, I want to have 15 pixels of padding, and at the bottom I want to have 15 pixels of padding as well. Now after that, what I want to do is to add a lighter background color. So for that, I'll go to this style tab, and then in the background type, I'll choose a background color. So for the exact color code, I want to have F7, F8 and FD. So this is, now we have gray color of background color right here. Now we have background color set it up here. What I can do is to add an image here. So I'll drag in this image module, and then I'll click on this choose image. This will give me the option to select the file. So I'll click on select file, and then I have all of these images downloaded already that I want to use on this website. So I'll upload all of these images at once. So this is the image that I want to use for this section. So I'll place this image right here. What I want to do is to make this image as full width, and after that I want to increase the height of this image, and I want to object fit to be cover, just like this. After that, what I want to do is to drag a title or the heading widget right here, and then we can actually start writing. So the heading is going to be, you will get 100% satisfaction. So I'll type in, you will get 100% satisfaction. Now what I want to do is to go to the style tab, and in the style tab I want to make this title color as black color, and then from this typography settings I want to choose a font that is called Fira Sans, and after that I can actually change the font size to 52 pixels, just like here. And then I want to make this one as 700 bold, and then I want to adjust the line height as 1.3 em, just like this. Now the only thing that I want is to have this 100% satisfaction in a new line. So for that I'll insert in an HTML tag that is BR tag, and after that we'll have this, you will get 100% satisfaction, just like this. After that, what I want is to insert a text editor here, and in the text editor I want to have lorem ipsum for now, and apart from that we can actually insert these inner section right here. So in this inner section, what I want is to have the icon list widget. So I'll insert in this icon list widget. I'll get rid of these 2 items from here. Then from these icons I want to use a badge. So instead of a badge, I chose this star icon here, and then for this text I want to have professional services right here. And then we can go to the style tab. In the icon tab I can increase the size of this icon, and also I want to increase the font. So for this font I want to keep the Roboto, but the font size that I want is 17 pixels. Now I'll click on this column right here, and then I'll go to the style tab. In the background type I want to have this white color of background. Then I'll go to this advanced tab. In the margin I'll type in 5 pixels margin, and for the padding I want to have at least 10 pixels of padding. We can actually increase this padding to see what actually fits in. So I think we can keep 15 pixels here, and then I'll go to the style tab again. For the borders I'll go to this border radius, and then I want to have 15 pixels of border radius. Then I'll actually duplicate this one, and I'll once again duplicate this one, and I'll get rid of this 4th item from there. I'll again click on this one. I'll go to this text tab, and the typography settings I want to reduce the line height to 1.3 em actually. So 1.2 1.1 em is looking fine. So for the icon, we can actually increase the size of this icon. So I'll copy this styling and I'll apply the same styling to all of these items. Now what I want to do is to change the color of this icon. So in order to change the color of this icon, I want to make this one as the blue color. So I will go to the style tab again, and then I'll go to this icon in the colors. I want a color code of 0F49dB. So I'll go to this one again and I'll change this icon color as well. And for the third one, I'll change the icon color as well. Now I want to change these icons. So in order to change these icons, I'll go to this content and then I'll click here, and then we can actually change these icons. So I want to search for gear or settings. I'm not seeing this one. So we'll have to actually find out the font, or sorry, the icon that I want to use here. So I think what we can do is to use this gem. So I selected this gem, and then for this third one, I want to have a shield here. So I'll search for shield, and then we can actually use this shield here. So that now we have these three icon list widgets here. What I want to do is to change the color for this satisfaction only. So in order to change this color, what I want to do is to add a style tag here. So in order to add the style tag, I'll type in style and then color is equal to E3471F. So this is the color code that I want to use, and then I'll have to close this one. I actually need these quotation marks, and I'll paste this one here, and then we can actually close this span. So right here you can see that I have made this satisfaction as span, and then I opened the style tag for the CSS, and style is equal to, then I wrote color and I added this color code right here, and now we have a different color for this satisfaction. What I actually want to do is to increase some of the font size for this heading only, and now we have this thing here. The only thing that I want to do now is to add a button right at the bottom. So I'll insert this button widget here. Now I want to add some margin here, so I'll add 10 pixels of margin, and then I'll go to the style tab, and then with the style tab, first of all what I want to do is to go to this icon list widget. Then I'll go to this icon, then you will see this small globe icon. Click on this one and then click on this plus. Once you will do that, you can actually add your color so that we don't actually have to use the colors code again and again. So I'll make this one as blue color, and I'll click on this create. So now I have this one right here. What I want to do is to go to this button, and then for the background color I want to use this red color code, and then for the hover I can use this blue color, so that whenever someone hover over, they can see a different color. Now for the button, I want to make this one as learn more. So this one I have learn more. We can actually make this one as medium or actually large, and then we can go to the style tab. For the border radius, we can make it 40 pixels. So here you can see that we have this button created, and we can actually make this one as medium, and now we can adjust this padding on the top and bottom. So for now I'll make this one as 10% on the top, and then I'll make this one as 10% on the bottom, and the only thing that is left now is that I'll go to this layout option here, and I'll make this one as 1200 pixels wide, so that now you can see this is the hero section or the first section of our website. If you want, you can reduce the spacing on the top and bottom, so we can make this one as 7% on the top and 7% on the bottom, and it will look just like this. The only thing left is now we can add some more spacing here. So I'll make this one as 20 pixels on the top and bottom, and then what we can do is to increase the height just a little bit so that it will look quite fine. Now we have this hero section created. We can click on this update button, and then we can move ahead and we can create some of the other section. So the next section that I want to create is related to the services. So for that, what we can do is to select this single section layout, and the first thing first, we'll make this one as 1200 pixels wide, and then I'll go to this advanced tab, and then I'll click on this percentage, and then at the top I want to have 5% padding on the top and the 5% padding on the bottom. Then what I want to do is to actually insert this inner section right here, and I want to make this one as full width. Now the next thing that what I want to do is to copy this title from here. I'll paste this title in there, and then I'll go to the style tab and I'll make the font size as 18 pixels. Now we have these 18 pixels. What I can do is to change this color to the red color. So for that, I'll only copy this color code from there, and I'll go to the style tab and I'll insert the color code and make this one all red. And then in here, I want to have the title as awesome services. So now we have this awesome services title here. What I want is to save this color as the global color as well, so that we can use this global color later. So I'll make this one as red and I'll click on create. Now we have this thing created. What I want is to actually copy this text again, and then I'll paste this text right here, and then we can actually change the text for this title. So for this title, I want to have our awesome, and then I want to get rid of this 100% and I want to remove this, and the only thing that I want to change the color for is going to be the services here. And after that, I can type in services to give you success. So this is just like a heading here. I can go to the style tab and then we can actually reduce this line height from here. After that, we can reduce the font size as well. So I'll reduce this font size to 44 pixels, just like this. So now that we have this here, I'll copy this lorem ipsum from there and I will paste this lorem ipsum right here. The only thing that I want to do is to change this red color to the blue color. For that, I'll go to the style tab in the icon tab and I will copy this color code, and I'll get back here in this title, and in here I will change this color code. So I have to remove one hash, and here you can see that we have this blue color right here. So now we have this blue color right here. We can actually start creating other things in this section. So in order to create new things, first of all, what I want is to add one image here, and that image going to be this image. I want to place this image right here, and then let's create these kind of boxes. So instead of creating boxes again, I'll copy this inner section, and we cannot actually place that inner section right here. So I'll have to paste this inner section right at this place at the bottom. So now we have this inner section at the bottom. I'll click on this column. I'll go to the style tab, and in the border, I'll click on this box shadow. And as soon as I'll enable this box shadow, we can actually see that how our inner columns are look. So I will make this one visible as well, and I do not want this one here. So now we have this thing here. We can actually start creating these inner section and this section. So this one, I want to call this as designing. So designing will go here, and for the icon, I want to use a cube icon. So I'll use this cube right here, and then we can go to the style tab here, and I want to use this red color of icon this time. So now we have this icon right here. I want to use a title, so I'll copy this title and I will paste this title right here, and then I want to have some text in this column, and that text is going to be branding, identity, and UI UX design. I want to reduce the font size, so somewhere around 28 pixels will work. And then what I can do is to copy this lorem ipsum again, and then I can paste this lorem ipsum. After that, what we can do is to copy this button from here, and then we can place this button right here. Now the only thing that I want to do is to go to this advanced tab, and we can actually increase some padding right here, and I want to make this padding as 30 pixels. I will reduce the margin for this button, and I will make this one as 10 pixels. Now we have this one created just like this. So what I will do, I will copy this title and I will paste this title here. I'll copy this one and I will paste this here, and I will copy this button and I will paste this button right here. Now for this button, I want to change this button color to the blue color so that it should match this icon. And now we have this icon here, and for the hover, I want to have this red color. Now I will copy the styling of this one and I will paste this style right here so that these both should match the styling of each other. Now what I will do is to simply duplicate this one, and what we can do is to duplicate this one more time. I will delete this one from here, and then what we can do is to click on this 6 dots here, and then I'll go to this advanced tab, and then from here I'll uncheck this chain icon and we can start adding some negative margin. So I'm adding the negative margin. So instead of using pixel, I'll use percentages. So right here you can see that it is just coming up. So right here I'll have to adjust this thing. I want to get rid of this white color from here, so I'll get rid of this white color and make this one transparent as well. And now this is transparent as well. So I'll bring this one up more, and then for this one I want to add a negative margin as well. So I'll add some negative margin here so that we have this section looking just like this. Alright, so now we have this section created. What I will do is to simply click on this update button, and now if I go back to our website and if I refresh our website so that you can see that what we have created so far. So here you can see that what we have created, this is looking fine for now, and now we can actually start creating some of the other sections on our website. The only thing that I will do is to click on this main column and I'll click here so that it should fill out the whole area, and then I'll go to layout and make this one as full width as well, and for this intersection I will make this one as full width as well. And now if you will look, this will look just like this, and then we can click on update button right here. So now we have this section created. We can actually begin and start creating another section. So for the other section I want to have a different kind of background color. So in order to have a different kind of background color, what I'll do is to add one more section here. Then I'll go to this style tab and I'll add this color code here, and I want to reduce the opacity of this color actually to something like here, and then I will add this color as the background color so that we can use this color later. So I'll save this one as background color 1 and I'll create this one as the background color. Now we have this thing here. What I want to do is to add some padding on the top and the margin. So I want to have 5% on the top and the 5% on the bottom. So I will make this one as 2-section layout or the 2-column layout, and then in the first column I want to have this heading. So I'll copy this heading and I will paste this heading right here, and for the heading I want to have this text right here, that is we work together for success. And then for the font size I want to have this 80 pixels font size. I will increase the width of this column, and then for the subheading or some extra text I'll copy the lorem ipsum and I will paste this lorem ipsum right there. I think what I can actually do is to create a new section. I will copy this styling and I will paste the styling of this section, and instead of making this one as 2-section layout I will actually make this section by using the inner section. So by using the inner section I will have the ability to add the background color that I'll show you that how I want in a moment just now. So I'll just drag these two, title and subtitle here, and then I'll click on this here, and then I'll go to the style tab, and for the background color I want to have this background color white. Then for the padding I want to have say 15 pixels of padding right here, and then in this part right here I want to have one image. So I'll insert one image, and for this image I want to have this illustration. So I'll paste this illustration right here, and then for the margin part I want to have some margin. So I'll drag this one at the top so that we have some kind of effect, and it should look like some kind of effect. So we have 130, negative 130 on the top. I want to have sort of like negative 300 at the bottom, and after that we can increase the height of this image, and I want to make this as cover, just like there. Now we have this image showing up like this, and what we can actually do is to make the padding as 20 pixels, and then I'll go to the style tab. For the border, I'll add the border radius of 20 pixels so that we have some kind of rounded corner right here. Now we have this rounded corner. I can add some box shadow, and I want to reduce the color opacity for the box shadow so that it should give only the effect. Now here you can see it is giving the effect. What I can do is to add some more padding on the top and some more padding on the bottom, so that now we have this thing looking just like this. Alright, I'll hit update. Now if we'll go back to our website, and if I refresh our website, you can see this is how our section is looking. The only thing I can do is to reduce the font size here because this is not looking very good. So I'll reduce the font size and I will hit update. And now if I will refresh this one here, this is how this is looking. For the background color, I want to have more lighter kind of background color, so I'll make this one more lighter. The next thing that I want to add here is going to be an option or a form where people can fill in their details. So in order to make that form, I will duplicate this section here, and I will actually get rid of this section, and in this settings I'll go to this advanced tab and I will reduce the padding at the bottom, and then I will also reduce some padding at the top here, so that now we have this padding removed from here. I will copy this title from here and I will insert this title right here, and in here I want to have a title that says get connected with us. So I have added this title here. Now I'll go to this style tab and I want to increase the font size to something like 56 pixels. After that, I want to have some lorem ipsum text at the bottom of this title, and later I will show you that how we can add a form here to capture the emails for the visitor. So for now I'll keep this one just the way it is looking for now, and I will hit update here. And the next part or the next section that I want to create here is going to be a testimonial section. So in order to create a testimonial section, I'll insert this section here, and then I want to add a padding of 5% at the top and 5% at the bottom. Then I want to copy this from here, this small title that we created earlier, and I want to paste this one here, and then I want to copy this title and I want to insert this title right here. So for this small title, I want to have a title that will say client testimonials, and for the next part I want to have a subtitle that will have a different heading. So that heading is going to be we are proud of our best performances. So I am just copying and pasting the text that I already have created. So I'm just replacing that text right here. So here you can see we have this text created. Next up, what I want to do is to add an inner section right here, and inside the inner section I want to have an image here, and for that image I want to insert this image right here. Now we have this image right here. In here I can search for testimonial carousel, and for the testimonial or the testimonial we can use this testimonial that we have here, and then we need one image for these testimonials. So what I will do is to upload one more image for this testimonial. So I'll select this image that will appear here, and for the testimonial content let's just keep some lorem ipsum here. So I'll copy this lorem ipsum from this part and I will insert that lorem ipsum right here. Now I'll go to this style tab, and in here we have a different kind of options available for this testimonial carousel. So we can decide what kind of testimonial style we want. So I think the default is looking just fine, or what I can do is to get rid of this testimonial here and we can use the default elementor testimonial widget. So by using the default Elementor testimonial widget, we will not have to worry about those designs anymore. So let's just keep John Doe and designer here, and let's just stylize this section right here. So for the content, I want to have a font of Fira Sans, and I want to have the style of italic style right here. And then for the image, it is looking fine. For the name, I want to have a solid black color, and for this title down here, let's just make this one as the blue color title. So again, for the name, let's just increase the font size and make it 18, and for this title, let's just make it 18 as well. I think we can increase this size from here, and then for the content, we can also increase this content to 32 pixels. Once that is done, I want to insert one icon. So I will search for icon in here, and I will paste this icon, and I will search for quote, and I will choose this icon, and then I will stylize this icon right here. So what I want is to have this kind of quote style here, so that it should look something like this. And after that, what I can do is to align it vertically in the middle. Now that this section is created, I want to create one more section for the fun facts. So for that, I will add one more section right here, and then what I want is to copy the style of this section, and then I want to paste the style of this section right here. What I want to do is to have the same amount of padding on the top and on the bottom. So I'll make this one as 5% on the top and 5% on the bottom. After that, what I want to do is to make this one as 2-column layout, and in the 2-column layout, I want to copy this small title from here, and I want to insert this small title, and I want to align this toward the left side. After that, what I want to do is to copy this title from here, and then I want to insert that title right here. And then obviously I need some lorem ipsum text, so I'll copy this lorem ipsum text, and I will paste that lorem ipsum text right here. After that, I want to change these titles for the widgets that we have just pasted there. So I want to name this one as fun facts, and I want to change the title. First of all, I do not need this title here, and then I want to have this title here, and then I want to change this services to this world of TI. Actually, this is IT, so I will make this one as IT. So I want to keep this lorem ipsum right here, and then what I want to do is to insert an inner section, and inside the inner section I want to add a number counter. So this counter right here, I want to add this one here, and then for this one I want to make it have 100, and for the suffix I want to have percentage, so 100%, and I want to make this one as client satisfaction, and then I can actually change these colors. So for this one I want to have the blue color, and for the text I want to have this black color right here. For this font I want to have Fira Sans, so I'll make this as Fira Sans, and I want to make this one as semi bold with 600. Then I will actually copy this from here, and I will paste this right here, and this time I want to have the number of 500 plus. So 500 plus here I want to have customers. All right, now the only thing that I want to do now is to copy one of these buttons. So I will copy this button, and I will paste that button right here, just like this. Also, what I can do is to go to this advanced tab. For the position, I can make it inline, and for this one as well, I can go to position and width, I can make this inline as well, so that they should look something like. And then I want to increase the margin, so I'll make this one as 20 pixels, and I want to change this learn more to contact us. All right, now I want to insert one image right here, so I will drag this image widget and I will insert that image here, and I want to use this 3D illustration right there. Now at the bottom I want to get rid of all the padding because our image is actually bigger. So what I will do is to remove any padding right here, and then for the margin I want to add a negative top margin so that our image will move upside, so that we have a good width for this section. So I think what I will do is to make it negative 100 so that it will come right here, and then I want to have it vertically aligned in the middle. Then I will hit update, and if I go back to our website and if we refresh our website, right here you can see this is how this section is looking. Now one more section that I want to add, and that section is going to be for the blog post section. So we need to insert some blog post. So in order to insert the blog post, go back to the dashboard and then go to this post section. Get rid of any post that you will see here, remove them from here. Click on this add new button, and I will just quickly add a couple of blog posts here. So I'm just copying the content, pasting that content, and then from this post I want to have this featured image, so I will upload a featured image and I will insert that featured image right here. And then from here you can add some categories. So for example, I want to add a category for consulting, so I'll add consulting and I will click on add new category, and here you will see our new category, and then I'll hit publish button here, and by doing that we'll have our blog post right here. So I think I'll click on this quick edit because I was just copying and pasting them, so I have this additional code, so I'll get rid of that code. So in the similar way, I want to add a couple of more blog posts. I need at least 3 blog posts. So I'll click on this add new button once again. I'll insert the blog post. I will copy some of these content. I will paste the content. I'll go to this post. I'll choose the category. I will upload the featured image, and then I will update this featured image, and then I will hit publish. Then once again you will see that we have this additional code. I will get rid of that code by clicking on this quick edit button right here, and then I will hit update button. Now I want to insert just one more blog post. So for that I want to copy a title again, and I will insert that title right here. I will copy some content and I will insert the content. Then I will go to this post. I will select one category, and then I will upload one more featured image, and then I will hit publish. I will go back, and then I will get rid of this additional code that we have got because of copying and pasting. So now we have these 3 blog posts right here. I'll go back to our website, and then in here I want to add one more section. So I am adding one more section. I want to have equal padding on the top and on the bottom, so 5% on the top and 5% on the bottom. And then I want to copy this small title from here, and I want to paste this small title right here. I will change this title to our latest blog post, and then I will copy this big title, and then I will paste this big title right here, and then I will simply change the text for this big title. I'm just changing the text for this big title quickly right here, and then I want to get rid of this performance. I have added padding, so I want to reduce the padding to see what looks better. So the 10% is looking better. So in order to display those blog posts, what we will do is to go to the plugins section, and then again we will click on this add new button, and we will search for Elementor. And once we will search for this Elementor here, we'll see this plugin, premium add-on for Elementor. Simply click on this install now button right here, and we'll just have to wait, and then we will activate this plugin. Now we can activate this plugin. So I just activated this plugin. Now we have this plugin activated right here. I can go back to Elementor, make sure you have these any of these updates updated. I will simply refresh this page so that we can have new widgets from those premium add-ons for Elementor that we have just installed. Now that our Elementor page builder is loading, we'll just have to wait. It is actually loaded. I can go down here, and now we can search for post or blog. So we have this blog right here. We can drag this blog, and here you will see these 3 options. So we can choose modern, And the content offset, we can choose the content offset to make it adjust this, and if you want you can choose the grid, and here we can specify the layout. So we need 3-column layout. Here we have this 3-column layout. So post per page we need 3 pages, and then for the featured image he's saying we need a full image overlay effect diagonal. So this is diagonal effect here, and then you have this border effect where you will have border when you hover over, and then you have this square effect. So this square right here, but I think we don't need any kind of effect actually, so I'll make this none. Then for the hover effect you can choose if it is zoom in or zoom out, if you want to scale them or not to scale them. That is actually your choice, you can adjust them easily. You can also increase the height or reduce the height of these blog posts as well. So I think for now I'll make this one as 200 pixels. So right here 200 pixels. So for the thumbnail fit, let's make it cover. That is good, we don't need any shape divider. Then we have some display options. So for this one we need to have this h2, that is completely fine, and then we can actually change the alignment. Alignment toward the left side is fine. Then for the post option we have this option where we can choose the post excerpt. So excerpt length for now is 22 words, we can make it 30 words, and then excerpt type dot is fine. We don't need author meta, date meta, categories meta, and comment meta, we don't need them. And in the advanced settings you will see the settings, make sure you have the link in a new tab open, and if you want you can enable this carousel right here, but for now I don't want to make this one as carousel. The only thing that we can do is to go to the style tab, and then for the title I want to change this title font to this Fira Sans. So I'll make this one as Fira Sans, and I want to increase the font size to something like 24 pixels. It's looking fine. And then we can change these fonts color for the normal and for the hover. Same thing we can do with the metadata. So for the metadata I need this Roboto font instead of this Roboto slab. I need this Roboto font, and I want to have the font size of 16 pixels right here. Metadata color is looking fine. For the content box I again want to have a font that is Roboto with the 16 pixels right here, and then the font color I think is looking fine. After that we have this box option. I want to keep the color that just came in, and then we can actually adjust the border radius. So I want to adjust this border radius, and then we can go to this advanced tab and we can add some margin from the top. So let's just keep 30 pixels of margin on the top. So now we have this margin right here, and that is it for now with this post widget. So now if I update this thing here, and if we go back to our website and if I refresh our website, you will see that all of these blog posts that we have added are appearing right here. So this is how our homepage is looking. Now I will show you that how you can create the header and footer. But before we create the header and footer, we actually need to create the logo for this website. So in order to create the logo, go to canva.com, create your free account, and then search for logo right here in the search bar. Search for this logo, and then you will have a different kind of templates available that you can choose to whatever kind of logo that you want to create. I already have created this logo right here. So what I will do is to download this logo as PNG, and I will download this on my desktop. It's saying that this contains the premium content, which are these stars actually. So I'll have to search for different stars. So for that I'll go to this element, and then I'll search for a star, and let's see if we have any free stars available. So let's just drag these stars right here, just right here, and I want to change this color so that it should match with the color of our website. So I will download this one. Hopefully it will allow us to download. So now it is downloading, and here you can see that it has already been downloaded. So I will open this one, and I want to crop this logo. So I will crop this logo because you cannot use that much bigger dimensions with the logos for any kind of website. So I want to reduce the dimension by cropping this logo. So I have already cropped this logo right here. Now I'll go back here in the plugin section. I'll click on this add new button, and in the add new button I want to search for header and footer elementor. So this one right here, this is the plugin that you want to install. So simply install this plugin, Elementor Header and Footer Builder. So once it will get installed, we will actually activate this plugin. So I'm activating this plugin right here. So now here you can see that this is activated. So now what we can do is to simply click on this settings button here, and here you can see we do not have any template here. So we will have to create the templates. So click on this add new button. We'll have to actually fill out this. So choose beginner here, and for myself, and you can actually click on the skip button and then add the title as header and make it publish, and then click on edit with Elementor. So in the general header settings, you have a logo towards the left side, and then you have those navigation menus towards the right side. But what I want is to have one more column where I can paste a button. So what I will do is to insert an image right here, and then I will upload the logo that we have just downloaded. So that is hopefully on my desktop. So here I have uploaded this logo. I will paste this logo right here. We can adjust the height and width of this logo. And then for this home page, I will copy one of these buttons. So I will copy this button from here, and I can paste this button, and I will get rid of this margin that is here, and I want to align this toward the right side. And then I want to reduce the width of this section, and then what I want is to have it vertically aligned in the middle. Now from here, let's search for menu. Hopefully we have one of these options, navigation menu. So drag this one in right here, choose the menu. We only have one menu, main nav, so it is already selected. But if you have multiple menus, choose one of the relevant menus. So in the last menu items, it is already showing you if you want to have a button. So let's just choose a button, but it is making this one as button. We do not need that. So I will get back to default. And then in the style tab, let's just stylize these items. So for the typography, let's make this one as Fira Sans. So we have Fira Sans right here. I want to have it the weight of 500 pixels, and I want to have the font size of 18 pixels. Then we can change the text color to the black color, and then for the hover we can make it blue color, and then for the active we can make it red color. Alright, so this one is created now. What we can actually do is to go back to this content, and then for the layout I want to align this toward the right side, and then for the vertically alignment we can align this in the middle. So this should go right here. Now if I update this one, and now if we exit this from here, this will take us back here, and here you will see this option, type of template, choose header and display on. Make sure you choose entire site, and then click update here. Now if I go back to our website, and if I refresh our website, you will see that the logo that we have created is simply appearing right here. So this is how you can actually create this logo. If you want, you can be more creative with this design. So if I open this one again with Elementor, so if I choose this section, and if I add this white background color, and after adding, if I go back to this borders, we can add some box shadow right here, and then you can reduce the opacity of this box shadow. And if I update this one now, and if we go back here, and if you will refresh this one, you will see this slighter box shadow or kind of shadow under the header right here. Now let me show you that how you can make your header responsive. So in order to make this one responsive, just go there, click on this section, and then make this one 70 pixels and this one 30 pixels. Now just simply reduce the width of your logo and align the logo on the left side. You can always adjust the width of your logo any way you want, and I want to hide this button for the mobile devices, so I will hide this button for the mobile devices. Now for this navigation menu items, I want to align them here, Now if I click on this one, you can see that we have this solid white background color here. We can actually change that by going into this style tab, and then if you can click on this drop down here, if I change this background color to a different background color, maybe we can choose the background color that we used for the sections, and then you can also change the text color, but I think the text color is looking fine. For the hover background color, let's make it blue and white actually. Now if I hover over, you can see that this is how it is looking, and for the active background color we can make it red and white text color. All right, so again, one more thing you can do here, you can change the color for this hamburger icon. So in order to change the color for the hamburger icon, you can choose any color. I don't need a background color here, so I'll get rid of the background color. So in the color, I'll change this color, and for the hover we can change this different color. Then in this content tab, for the layout, you have this close icon here. So for the close icon, we can search for cross or close or multiply, or I think we'll have to find out an icon to add in here. So maybe we can use this icon, doesn't matter actually. So this will look something like this, but I think because we have this transparent color here, this is not looking quite fine. So let's just make this one fully visible and make this one just like this. So this is how you can make your header responsive. And once that is done, you can actually click on this update button. And now if I refresh our website on the front end, you can see this is how our header is looking. Now that our header is created, we can create the footer for our website. So in order to create the footer for our website, I'll exit this from here. So in order to create the footer, simply click on this add new button right here and title this one as footer. Hit the publish button right here and then click on edit with elementor button. And once you will click on this edit with elementor button, the elementor page builder will get loaded right here. So now what you want to do is to create one section, and then we'll go to the style tab, background color. I want to have a background color of blue, but towards this darker side, something like this. All right, now what I want to have 4 different columns, or I think I can use the inner section here. So I'll use the inner section. I'll drag in the inner section right here. I'll make them 3 columns just like this. So in the first column, I'll drag one image just like this, and then I'll choose our logo that we have created. So this is how our logo is looking right here. And then for I need some content from here. I'll copy this lorem ipsum and I will paste this lorem ipsum just here, and then I can change its color to the white color. And after that, in the second column, I want to have one big heading. So I'll copy this heading and I will paste this heading right here. I'll change its background color, the font color, and then I can change its size to 22 pixels, and then I want to align them toward the left side. I want to get rid of this padding that I have, and then for this one I want to call them useful links. All right, now in here what I want is to use an icon list widget. So I remember we have used one icon list widget on the home page. So I will simply copy that icon list widget. So I'm copying this widget from here and I will paste that widget right here. Then only for the font color, maybe we can make the icon color to the red color, and for the font color we can make this one the white color, just like this one. Now I want to get rid of this icon from here, and we can make this one as arrow, and for the arrow we can choose one of these icons. Maybe we can use this icon just like this, and for this one we can name it home. I will duplicate this one and I will name this one as services, and then I will duplicate this one. I will name this one as about, and the last is going to be contact, just like this one. Then I'll go to the style tab and I want to reduce the size of these icons, and in the list I want to have some space between these list items. I want to reduce the icon size a bit more, just like this. Then in the third column that we have created, I want to have some contact informations. So I'll name it as contact info. And in here, I will copy this icon list widget again. And I will paste that contact icon list widget right here. Then in here, what we can do is that we can place some contact information here. So this one, I want to have this marker icon. And then in the second tab, I want to display a contact number. So I'll choose the icon with the title of phone. And then in the third one, I want to display the email address. So I'll search for envelope and abcs@gmail.com. That can be anything. All right. After that, if you want, you can paste in some opening and closing hours. So I will copy this and I will paste this right here. And then I want to duplicate this one. I will drag this one at the top. And for this one, I will choose a clock icon. And then I can choose some business hours or the working hours. So I will paste in some working hours right here. And then in the second tab, actually I can duplicate this one. And then I will add the timing for the Sunday. So this is looking just like this. Now what we can do is that we can insert one more inner section right here. And I want to get rid of this second column from here. And then what we can do is to copy this heading widget. And then I want to align them in the center. Is going to be p tag. And then in here we can type in copyright notifications. So copyright, site name, and this is going to be all right reserved. That is how it is going to look. All right, I want to change this color to the white color. And then I want to make this Roboto 16 and 400 pixels. That is it. And after that, what I want to have a 10 pixels of margin, or maybe the 20 pixels of margin from the top. And then what we can do actually is to add some padding on the top and bottom. So I want to add 5% on the top, not the 5%, 4% on the top, and 2% on the bottom, maybe 1% on the bottom. So I'll update it this time, and let's just check the responsive version. So here in the responsive version, this is looking just like this. I want to align this text toward the left side so that it should look just like this. And now I want to hit update. Now I'll go back to the WordPress dashboard, and in here type of template, I want to choose footer and display on entire website. I'll hit update. And now if we go back to our website, you can see we don't have any footer here. If I refresh our website, you can see that this is how our footer is looking. So that now we have our header, footer, and the home page created. We can actually start creating the services page, about page, and contact page. So in order to create the services page, click on this services here, and then click on this edit page. And then from here, first of all, click on this template and make sure you choose Elementor full width, and then click update here, and then click on edit with Elementor button here. And once you will click on edit with Elementor button, you will see that Elementor page builder will get loaded here. Now from here, what I want is to create one column section here. And then in the style tab, I'll click on this classic, and I want to upload one more image here, and I'll click on insert. Then for the position, I want it to make center, repeat, no repeat, and size is going to be cover. Now here you will see this background overlay. Click on this classic, and then from this colors, I want to choose this blue color, and I want to go towards the darker side of this color. Now for the opacity, I want to increase the opacity of this color to something like this, and for the blending mode, I want to make it multiply. Now I'll click on this advanced tab, and then I'll click on this percentage, and I want to have 5% padding on the top and 5% padding on the bottom. Then I'll go to this home page that we have created, and I want to copy one of these titles, and I will paste this title right here. Then the only thing that I want to do is to change the color of this title, and this time I want to name this as the page name. So this is going to be the services, because this is the service page. Now let's create a breadcrumb. So in order to create the breadcrumb, we can use icon list widget. So insert the icon list right here, or actually what we can do is to get rid of this widget, and I want to go back to the home page. Remember, we used this widget here, so just copy this one from here and just paste the icon widget right here. I want to add one more item here. I want to get rid of this thing, and I will name this as home. And in here I want to have an arrow, so I'll search for arrow, and I want to have this arrow, so I'll use this arrow, and this is called services because this is a services page. Then from here I want to choose this inline option, and then with the icon I want to reduce the icon size, and I want to change the color of icon to the white color, and for the text I want to change the color of text to white as well. Maybe I can change this color to the red color here, and for the alignment I want to align them in the center so that we have something like this on the top. I think what I can do is to add some more padding on the top and the bottom so that it should cover some more area. And now I can update this part here. Now we have this section created. We can create one more section for all the services that we have on this website. So I have added one column section. I will add some padding. So I use 5% padding on the top and 5% padding on the bottom here. And then what I want to do is to go back here, and I want to copy this small subtitle, and I want to paste this subtitle right here, and I will align this subtitle in the center. I will copy this big title again, and then I will paste this big title right here. Now what I want to do is to change the text of this to "we provide the necessary services to you," and then what I want to do is to use the intersection. So I will insert these intersections. I remember we have created these designs, so I will copy one of these columns, and then I will paste this column right here. I will get rid of this column. I will duplicate this, and I will duplicate this one more time. So simply duplicate this one, and I want to get rid of this here. Then I want to duplicate this one more time, and then I want to have some margin on the top here. So I use pixels, so maybe we can use 15 pixels here, and then we can change some of these colors. So in order to change the color, let's just make this color blue color. So for the icon, make this one the blue color, and we also have to change the color for this button. So for this button, change this color to the blue, and for the hover, make this one red. Let's keep this one the way it is, and then for any others I will just apply this styling here just like this, and I will copy this style for the button from here, and I will apply these styles to them. And once that is done, we can actually apply the different type of services that we offer. So maybe for the second type of service, I want to have a digital marketing. For this first one, maybe we can have UI UX designing. For this one, maybe we can have app development. So the app development for this one, and maybe for this one we can make it website development, and then we can make it search engine optimization, and then for the final one we can make that one web consultation or website content writing, anything. So this right here, we have our services page. Now at the end of the services page, we can have this section that we have right here. So I'll copy that section and I will paste that section right here. Once that is done, what I can do is to copy this section as well, and I will apply that section right here. I remember we'll have to add a form right here. So now I will update this one, and this is how you can see our services page is looking. So if we check this one on the front end of our website, I'll click on this one right here. So here you can see that this is how our services page is looking. Now that our services page is created, we can move ahead and create an about us page or the about page. So in order to create the about page, click on this edit page right here, and then for the template, make sure you choose Elementor full width and hit update button right here, and then click on edit with Elementor. I want to keep the same header for all the pages, so I want to copy this section from here and I will paste this section right here. Then I will change this title to the about, and then for this second one I will change this one to the about as well. Now we have this section created. What we can do is to move ahead and then we can create some of the other elements on this page. Now let's create the next section. So in order to create the next section, I'll choose this 2-column layout, and then I'll go to this advanced tab, and in the advanced tab I'll choose 5% padding on the top and 5% padding at the bottom. Then once again I'll go back to this services page. I want to copy this small heading from here. I will paste this small heading right here and I'll align it towards the left side. I'll copy this big heading and I'll paste that big heading right here, and I want to align this towards the left side. Now I want to copy some of this additional text, so I will copy this text and I will paste that text right here. And now what I want is to display our mission and vision. For that I will use this tab widget. So I'll insert this tab widget right here, and for the first one I want to name it as our mission, so I will paste this as our mission. And for the second one I want to name this one as our vision. So this is going to be our mission and this is going to be our vision. So in our mission I will add some of this text right here, and in our vision I will add some additional text. So I'll copy this text and I will paste this text right here. Now let's just simply stylize this one. So for the title, let's make it blue, and for the active, make it red. Let's just keep the colors the way they are. We can only change this font. So for the heading, let's make this one as Fira Sans, and for this content let's make it Roboto. This is looking fine. Now in this area I want to display one image, so I'll drag this image from here. I'll open this image, I'll upload the image, and then I will insert that image. Then I can go to the style tab. In order to increase the height, I will increase its height, but then I will make the object fit as cover, so that it should look something like this. Alright, the next thing that I want to do is to change the border radius. So in order to change the border radius, I want on the top we have probably like 50 pixels, and then on the right side I want to have, on the left side I want to have 50 pixel. No, on the bottom we can have 50 pixels as well. So this is how it will look, and after that what we can do is to go here, and then we can again copy this section from here, and then we can paste this section, and then once again I will copy this section and then I will paste this section right here, so that it should look something like this, and then I will update this one, and this is how our about page is created. Let me show you how it is looking for now. So this is our about page, and here you can see that we have this our vision and this our mission, and down here we have this call to action, and down there we have footer. I think we need a transparent logo here, or we can actually remove this logo. We'll just see about this in a moment. Let's just create a contact page. So let's create a contact page. In order to do that, click on this contact and then click on edit page, and then click on template, choose Elementor full width and hit update. Then click on edit with Elementor, and then once again I will copy this first section, and then I will paste this section right here, and then I will rename this section as contact, and this is going to be contact as well. So now we have this section right here. So the only thing that we'll have to do now is to create a few more things, but they are already created. Let me show you how. So I added 2-column layout, and then from here I want to have 5% padding on the top and 5% padding at the bottom. So now we have the padding at the top and the bottom. What I want to do is to copy this title, small title from here, and then I can paste that title right here. And then I want to copy this big title, and then I will paste that big title right here. So I want to change the text for that title, so I'll change the text as contact us. And then for this one, big title, I want to change the text to grow your business with our expertise. Now I'll go back to the home page that we have created, and what I want to do is to copy this inner section from here, and then I will paste that inner section. I'll have to copy that one again. I'll copy, and then on the contact I will paste. So here you can see we have 3 different columns. I want to get rid of 2 of these. I only want to keep only one of them, and then I will reduce this width from here. And then in here, this time I want to have marker for the location. So this is going to be the marker, and I want to name this one as office address. And then we can actually get rid of this big title from here, and then we can insert our address. I want to get rid of this button from here as well, and then what we can do is to simply duplicate this from here, and we can duplicate one more time. So this time in here I want to have phone number, so here I'll search for phone icon. So this is the phone icon, and for the title I want to have telephone number, and in the places of telephone number I'll insert 2 random phone numbers, just like this. Now the last box, that is going to be for the email. So for the icon I want to have envelope, so this envelope right here, and then I will paste email address here, and then we can insert one email address right here. The only thing that I want to do is to reduce some spacing here. Then I want to make this one a little bolder, and I want to change the color as well. So I'll copy this and I will paste its style, and here as well I'll paste its style. Now in here in this box I want to have a contact form so that people can contact us. Now in order to add the contact form, go back to your dashboard, click on this plugins, click on this add new button here, and then in this search bar search for Fluent Forms. So this is the plugin that you want to install, contact form plugin, fastest contact form builder plugin for WordPress by Fluent Forms. So simply click on install now button here, and then we can activate that plugin. As you can see, this is installed. I'll click on this activate button right here, and as soon as I click on activate, you will see this new option here. This is the Fluent Forms. So once you will click on this Fluent Forms, you will see these 2 demo forms here. We need both the contact form and the subscription form, so I'll click on this edit button right here, and first of all I'll change its title. So I want to keep the title as contact form, and then I'll click on rename. Look at these fields. We have name field, email, subject, and message field. Instead of submit form, I want it to have the submit. So this is going to be save, and then in the settings and integration we want to set up these email notifications, so that whenever someone fill out the form, you will get a notification, or your customers will get a notification that someone have submitted the form. So for that, click on this add new notification, change this name as admin notification, and then in here enter the email address of the admin. So for now I want to keep email address of myself, but if you have multiple emails, you can add a comma here, and then you can add as many emails as you want. In the subject line, insert the subject of this email. So I generally write someone contacted you on. So in here I keep site title, and in here click on this add short code and click on all data. That is it, and then click on save notification. What it will do is that it will automatically trigger an email for you whenever someone will fill out a form. Now let's add one more notification for your customers so that they can get a verification email that they have successfully submitted the form. In order to do that, click on this add notification, and then in here type in customer notification, and then from here click on select field, and from the field choose email, and then in the subject type in your form has been submitted successfully, and then in the email body keep the same text but add one more sentence that we will get back to you shortly. This is for your customers. Hit save notification, and now you have these two notifications created. This notification will trigger email for you, and this will trigger email for your customer. Now that these two things are configured, what we can do is to go back to all forms, and now for the subscription form click on edit button, and here we have this email and the subscribe button. I wanna increase the width of this email address field, and then I will go to settings. First let's click on this save form. I'll go to settings and integrations, and then we'll set up these again. So I will enable this one. I'll click on this settings, and then once again I will copy these from here. So I want to copy this and I will paste this one right here, and then for the subject I will copy this subject and I will insert the subject here, and let's just keep the shortcode as all data. I want to get rid of this thing from here, and then we can click on save notifications. Then let's add the notification for the customers. So in order to add the notification of customers, I'll click on this one and I will copy the name. I'll paste the name here. I'll click on this select a field, and then I'll choose this email. I'll copy the subject and I'll paste that subject. I'll copy this body text and I will paste that body text here, and then I will click on save notifications. Now we have these notifications saved. Now that we have these two forms created, we can use these forms to display content on our website. In order to do that, I will refresh this contact page, and then in the search bar I'll search for Fluent forms, and then I'll paste the widget here. Then you have the option to choose a form. This is contact page, so I want to choose the contact form. I don't want to display the labels, I only want to display the placeholders. Then in this style tab, what you can do is to go to this input and text area, and then you can increase the height of these text field just like this. Let's just keep them somewhere around there, and for the text area we can increase the height as well. Now for the submit button, we can change the background color to the blue color that we are using. Let's add the border radius of 40 pixels here, and then we can adjust the width of this button as well. And for the hover, change the background color to the red color, so that whenever someone hover over, they'll see a different color. Now I want to adjust the padding, so I'll keep 10 pixels of padding, or maybe let's say 15 pixels of padding here, and I want to adjust some margins right here. So I'll adjust the margins, and then what I can do is to copy this style and I will paste the styles right here, and same thing I'll do here. Now I will copy this one and I will paste its style, and I will do the same thing here. I'll paste the styles, and then what I will do is to align it vertically in the middle. And right here you can see that this is how our contact page is looking. The only thing left on the contact page is the map, so I will make this one as full width, and then I will search for map widget and I will insert one map widget right here. You can change your location right here, but I'm not changing this location. I will remove any padding here, and then you have the option to change the height of this map as well. So I'll adjust some height, and then you can adjust the zoom as well. So just like this, you can adjust the zoom, and once that's done, click on this update button, and this is how you can create the contact page. Now if I show you this contact page, you can see this is how our contact page is looking. So till now we have created all of these pages: home, services, about, and contact. The next step is to connect these pages all together so that your customers can easily navigate through the website. So in order to do that, click on this edit with elementor button, because we have several buttons there on the home page and we want to insert those links inside these buttons. So we have this home page opening in elementor editor. So for this, learn more. For example, we want to send this one to the services page, so I'll type services and I will choose services from here. Now for this one, I want to send them to services page as well, so I'll choose services from here. I'll copy this one and I will paste the same links in all of these buttons, just like this. And then we actually need to insert a form here, and this one will go to the contact page. So I'll search for contact, and this is the contact page, so we'll move this one to the contact page. Now let's just copy this form that we added on the contact page and let's insert that form right there. And this time let's just choose this subscription form. Now you can see this is how our form is looking. What we want to do is to choose this submit button, and then we can actually adjust the padding for this button. So in order to adjust the padding, add for example 15 pixels on the top and 15 pixels on the bottom. And then for these input and text area, add a border radius of 40 pixels, just like this, and then hit update. Now we have this button right here, and we have already inserted the links in all of these buttons on the home page. I will copy this form. On the contact page we don't have any buttons, so we will not need to insert any link here. On the services page we have these links, so we'll actually have to change them, but let's just add that form on the places where it is required. So in here and on the about page we need that form as well, so I'll paste that form here also. So let's just get back to the services page, and this time let's just change this one to request a quote. So I'll copy this and I will change the button titles for all of these buttons available here. I want that whenever someone click on these buttons, they will redirect to the contact page where they have the option to fill out the form so that they can contact us. So I will insert the contact page links in all of these buttons. So here you can see we already have added links in the services page. On the about page we don't have any button. So this is all how we have to edit the links to make the pages links all together. Now let's create our website responsive for all devices. Now in order to make those pages responsive, click on this responsive mode and choose this mobile version, because a lot of traffic nowadays is on mobile devices. So let's just choose this. And this first title here, I want to reduce the font size, so there is going to be 32 pixels. And also here you can see the image is not looking quite fine, so I want to reduce the height of this image. And then what we can do is to click on this section and then go to this advanced and then responsive and choose reverse column on mobile. That will bring the image at the top and we'll have the content at the bottom, just like this. After that, maybe we can simply align this button. Let's just keep it towards the left side. Then for this one, I want to reduce the size to 32 pixels again. Then for this image is also not looking good, but what I want to do is to remove all the negative margins that we have added in these inner sections. So for that, just click on this chain icon and it will remove all the margins that we added. Now what I want to do is to add some paddings on the left and right side. So for example, I want to add 2 pixels toward the right side and 2 pixels toward the left side so that we have some white area. I will do the same thing here. I will add 2% toward the right and 2% towards the left side. And now if you will have a look at these things, you will see this is how it is looking. Additionally, I think what we can do is to have the reverse column for this one on the mobile devices, so that we have image on the top and then we have this text just like this. For this text right here, we can actually do the same thing. We can add some padding towards the left and right side, and we can add some padding on the top and bottom side. I want to add more padding on the left side here and more padding on the right side. So now this is created. I want to reduce this font size as well. So for that, I want to keep this one as 32 pixels. And remember this image, we added the top and bottom margin. So I want to get rid of those margins here. And I want to reduce the height of this image as well. And I want to make this one as default here. So now it is on default. And what we can actually do is to go to this advanced, and we can reverse column on the mobile, so that we have this image on the top and we have this content at the bottom. Now for this one, we will do the same thing. We'll reduce the font sizes for the big heading, going to be 32 pixels. And then I'll select the main column, and then I will get rid of this padding. I'll make this one 8% on the top, 8% on the bottom, and towards the left and right side, I want to have 3% and 3%. You can say padding. Let's just increase this font size so that we have this text looking just like this. Now I want to get rid of this padding from the left and right side, and then in the style tab, I want to reduce the font size to 32 pixels. Now again, I will do the same thing. For this title, I want to reduce the size to say 16 pixels. And then for this content, this one, I want to make this one to 22 pixels, so that we have this thing showing up just like this. I want to align all of these items towards the left side. And then once again, what we can do is to reverse column on the mobile, so that we have image on the top and the testimonial at the bottom. I want to reduce the font size for this one as well. I will make this one as 32 pixels, and this is looking just fine. Alright, for this blog, I'll get rid of this padding on the left and right side, and then I want to reduce the font size to 32 pixel, and these are our blog post. And now if you will have a look at this website on the mobile devices, this is how it is looking. So it is really very simple to make any website responsive using Elementor. You just know that how you can actually make them responsive. So I'll hit update here because this page is now responsive. Let's just head towards this contact page. Let's make this one responsive as well. So for that, click on this mobile version. The only thing we want to do is to reduce the font sizes here. So I'll make this one 32 pixel. This looks fine, and this also looks fine. So I'll hit update. That is it. For this services page, here click on this responsive mode and then choose this mobile device. And then from here, let's reduce the font sizes to 32 pixels, and I want to align them towards the left side also. So I'll align them towards the left side, and I want to reduce their padding because I think padding is a lot much. I'll keep 15 pixels, and I want to add the same 15 pixels of padding for all of these boxes that we have created. So 15 pixels, and then the 15 pixels, and then here 15 pixels as well. And for this one, I want to have 15 pixels as well. For this one, I want to remove or reduce the font size, so 32 pixels. And then once again, let's get rid of this margin. And then if we go to style tab, let's just reduce the height. That is it. And then for this text right here, let's just make this one 32 pixel. I think it was 39 pixels. And then what we can do is to add some paddings on the left and right side, and also on the top and at the bottom. So this is how you can easily create any page responsive. We can also reduce the size of this font, so make this one as 42 pixels, and then let's hit update. For this last page, about page, I'll click on this responsive mode and then the mobile device. I think now what I will do is to first of all, let's just adjust this image and then reduce the height of this image. And then for this section right here, I will copy the style that we did here and I will paste that style right here. Now I want to copy this style for this big heading and I will paste the style for big heading right here. Now I want to copy the style for this heading here and I can paste this style right here. You can do this thing just like this as well. I want to reduce the height of this image right here, and then if you want you can have a reverse column, but I don't think we need a reverse column here. I will reduce the height of this main title to 42 pixels and that is it. Now all of these pages are responsive. The only thing is this big heading on the contact page, so I wanna make this one as 42 pixels. Now all of these pages are responsive. Now what I want to do actually is to link this logo, that when someone click on this logo they will redirect to the home page of our website. So in order to do that, what you will have to do, if you hover over your mouse here on edit with Elementor, you will see this header. So click on this header right here and then choose this image, and in the link click on custom link and search for home and insert this link and hit update. Now if I open this website again and if I click this one, you can see that it is now opening this, that whenever I click on this logo it is taking me to the home page. So for example, if I am on the services page and if I click on this logo, I'm going back to the home page. Now let's just fix this footer logo right here because I'm not liking this one. So I think maybe we can remove this logo from there, that is not required thing. So I will simply get rid of this logo and we can have some text here and we can insert a title here and we can name it as about, and then we can simply update. And now if we have a look at our website, here is how it is looking. Right here you can see that all the sections that we have created, we have hero section, services sections that is linking to all the other pages. We have this call to action button, then we inserted this form to capture the emails, we set it up the email notifications, then we have this testimonial section where you can display different kind of testimonials, and then you have this fun fact section where you can display different kind of numbers, and at the last we have this blog section where you can display the blog post, and right at the bottom we have this footer section. So that now here you can see that we have this website created using the free resources. The next thing that is left now is to migrate this website from localhost to the hosting site so that people can easily access your website. So go to hostinger.com. You will find my affiliate link in the description of this video. If you will buy using those affiliate link, I'll get a certain commission and you don't have to pay anything extra. I think you will get a discount as well. That will help me create more videos for you. So once you will get there on the hostinger.com, click on this hosting and then click on this web hosting, and in here you will see this option: single web hosting, premium web hosting, and business web hosting. So depending upon your need, this single web hosting only contains one website, but if you end up buying premium web hosting, that is for $279 per month for now, saving you 75%. And this contains 100 websites, and also you will get a domain name along with that. So you will have to click on add to cart here in order to get the hosting. So once this hosting will be added into your cart, here you will have to choose your period. So it doesn't matter if you want to choose this one for 1 month or for a year or for 2 years or for 3 years. I recommend you at least buy for 1 year so that you can see that how your website is performing. Here you can see it is saying that free domain for first year. That means you will get free domain if you will end up buying this 12-month plan. So that means you will not have to pay any extra thing here. So right here you will choose this option, and down here you can see you have this option, and this will total cost you 33.48. You can fill out your details here, and then you can choose between PayPal, Google Pay, Alipay, or any of these options, and then submit secure payment. Once you will pay and purchase this domain and hosting, the next step would be to go back to your Hostinger dashboard and make sure you install WordPress there. If you don't know how to install WordPress in your Hostinger account, I already have a video there on my channel where I showed you that how you can install WordPress in your Hostinger account. So I assume that by now you will have your hosting and domain ready to make your website live. So I will go back to our website that we have just created. I'll click on this dashboard right here. Then you will have to click on this plugins options and then click on add new. And then from here, search for all-in-one WP. Make sure you install this plugin, all-in-one WP migration. So click on activate. And then here you will see this option, click on export, and then choose export to file. Once you will click on this file, this will automatically start accumulating all the plugin files, themes files, media files, and every other thing. You can see our website size is only 84 MBs. So you can click on this one and it will automatically start downloading this WordPress file here. Once you will have this one downloaded, so right here you can see that I am already logged into WordPress dashboard that I have hosted on my Hostinger account. So here you can see this is just a fresh WordPress installation. What I will do is to go to this plugins section, and then I will click on this add new, and from here I will search for all-in-one. We will actually have to install the same plugin in order to import our website. So I'll click on this activate button right here, and down there you will see this option. I'll click on this import, and then I'll choose import from file. Now down there I will choose the file that we have just saved. It may take some time, so we will have to wait until this will get uploaded completely. So here you can see that our file has been uploaded successfully. Now we'll have to click on this proceed button. So it is now uploading all the files from our local host to this host on Hostinger. So I'll click on this finish button right here. Now if I go back to a new website and if I refresh this one, so here you can see we have our website that we had on our local server and is now live on internet, and everybody can easily access this website. If you have made this far, please know that in the upcoming video I am going to give you a tutorial where I will show you that how you can find keywords and how you can implement SEO for this website that we have created. That will help you understand that how SEO work and how you can implement a good SEO so that your website will become visible for the users that are searching similar services in your local area. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit the bell icon so that you will get notified when I upload that video. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next video.